of the MrMaple Show podcast. Write down your picks in that comment section. For a very, very ghoulish Halloween collector special.
Y'all, and welcome to the MrMaple Show. You may know us. We're MrMaple.com. We do a lot of different Japanese maples. You can check us out on MrMaple.com if you'd like to support what we do. Now, we put out 7 days a week of maple-related content on YouTube, and we also have a lot of great podcasts you can listen to on your favorite podcast platform. We'd love if you went somewhere and gave us a 5-star review for your favorite podcast.
Hey, y'all. I'm Tim. That's my brother, Matt. Today, we're bringing you the Halloween Collector's Corner. We know you love everything about collector's corners where we go and talk about interesting plants around.
They've been getting popular.
They've been getting popular. So today, we just had Halloween. We still have Halloween decorations everywhere. We're hitting up the Halloween because this is the closest podcast to Halloween. So this is the Halloween themed collector's corner. So today we're bringing you a bunch of amazing, awesome Halloween themed Japanese maples.
You can sit around, eat that leftover candy, steal the kids' candy. I always give my kids the parents' allotment. So I need a couple of those.
This is how they learn how to pay their taxes.
Well, these are your dad taxes for your candy. Like, go back over to that house. I got some peanut butter.
I will take 10% of your Reese cups.
Wow, this is the government. We gotta get like 48%. We're gonna give them a hard lesson here in taxes.
Oh, guys, we're gonna give you. Basically, we wrote down 10 topics, and we're gonna get sort of right into it. The first one is our trigger treat section. Matt came up with this one. I like it. So we're going to start off with your favorite trick.
All right. We've got trick and we've got treat. Now for my trick, I went with baby lace. Because you go to check out that fall color. Surprise, I'm dead. Baby lace has tricked me into growing it more times.
Spooky.
Yeah. Kind of morbid too. A little Addams Family theme here out the gate. This one has tricked me into trying to grow it more times. Like the tree looks awesome. So I keep getting tricked back into this. Customers are like, why don't you do baby lace? And I'm like, why don't I do baby lace? And then I do it again. And I'm like, oh yeah, it dies. So I keep getting tricked back into this plant.
Yeah, I mean, baby lace was a witch's broom that was found on a ornatum like Japanese maple in the Northeast. It's a compact, slow-growing tree, but it's got some amazing pink color. But it's hard as dickens to keep alive. And so that's definitely a...
Gee willikers, it sure is. I have the hardest time with that darn thing.
No, it is. But, I mean, that's an old one that everybody always wants to grow, and everyone goes back and looks at it, like you said.
I wish I could grow it. Like I said, it keeps tricking me. It keeps tricking me. I'm like, yeah, I'll give it one more shot.
And if you have one that looks amazing, don't brag about it in the comments, because as sure as you do, it's not going to be looking good.
Mine's awesome. I've had it, blah, blah, blah. I bought it in the spring, and it isn't dead yet in the fall. I have an amazing-looking 3-gallon that I bought last spring.
I think one of the things people have problems with it is a witch's broom, but it's a witch's broom on a lace leaf, and it has bad xylem flow throughout the tree. And so once it gets too big, sometimes it can't support itself, but also people overwater it. So it's got a lot of things going wrong for it, but it can be a beautiful tree when they have it, but it is treated more like a
I look at baby lace tree. Like the beginning from Tales from the Crypt. That thing pops up and laughs. Dead again. Dead again. It's like a gremlin. It's like, don't water it. Don't keep it after midnight. Whatever you do, don't look at it. Don't look at it too much. It might die from that. Whatever you do, this one's going to be haunting your garden because it's going to turn into a ghost real fast.
Well, I went with a different style trick. I went with like Orion because we've got this red Japanese maple, 4 or 5 feet tall, 5-6 foot wide. It has some good red color in the spring, but the trick is it's not red in the fall. It all of a sudden goes to yellows to oranges.
Oh, nice.
Selected by Red Maple Nurseries. A beautiful tree, and definitely puts a trick for you in the fall right around Halloween.
I mean, I would say it's almost a treat. I like that fall color. I like the wide density to Orion too. Great looking plant overall. From Red Maple Nursery, it's been around a while. We've talked about Orion a good bit. Really a beautiful plant though. Great red spring color with some yellowish hints to it. And then that yellow fall color is exceptional. The shape though is really nice on this one too. I think it is a truly unique shape amongst brooms.
All right, so let's get into treat. We did the trick section of this two-part section. Now we're into the treat section. What do you put for treat?
All right, I went with a full-on treat here, guys. It's going to be a literal. This one, I went with the eye candy.
Oh, nice.
Talon Buckholtz introduction, eye candy. Candy Halloween treat. Had to get the best. I'm going for the points here, really. Like I'm picking based on points. I think I'm going to destroy Tim for the most literal answers for this. So I went with the eye candy because again, boxing out here, hard to beat that. Eye candy for Halloween, amazing. Talon Buckholtz introduction. We were just out filming with Jim Putnam of HortTube at Buckholtz, and he's got a whole series of videos he just put out from his tour of Buckholtz. He was enamored with the big eye candy there. The older eye candy in the garden, the amazing swirling variegation, great red fall color. Again, I just love that plant.
Yeah, I mean, that was a seedling that was found from Alpenweiss. Alpenweiss was Bob Baltzer's introduction. And so Talon was basically looking through his mentors, like one of his good friends and mentors' trees, and found eye candy. And eye candy is pretty much very similar to Alpenweiss, but more intense colors. So it's like you just cranked up the vibrance on the photo, and it's amazing.
Play some I Want Candy. All right, bro, what'd you go for your treat?
Well, I went with cotton candy.
Oh. Whoa. Cotton candy, sweet and low. Whoa, what is he threw in there? Tim never gets the lyrics right.
I've realized that I do not need to be trying to quote lyrics or
cotton candy,
different euphemisms.
Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
I'm horrible at those.
I don't know what Tim put in there, but it was hilarious. I just trying to think about the way Tim did it wrong. But cotton candy, great introduction from Del Lalk's nursery.
Yeah, I mean, this was introduced about the same time as Lillian's Jewel. It's an Arita Nishiki style that has some of the most pink on the new growth. We do have a whole video out on how to prune Arita Nishiki style variegated Japanese maple to promote the best variegation, but cotton candy is perhaps one of the best pink Arita Nishiki styles. It's got that large leaf too. You can get whole fleshes of pink, and you can get that pink spiraling in the bark as well. So it definitely is a treat in your garden.
I ain't into treating never. No. All right. We'll get into Ghost Series. We went with Ghost Series, so we went with non-Ghost Series.
So the Ghost
and
Stories.
Ghost Series. So Ghost Stories are Ghost Stories. Change your categories around a little bit, but Ghost Stories.
So the first one, we're going to start with those non-ghosts.
What'd you go with for non-ghost?
Well, I went with Phantom Flame.
It's a good one.
I mean, we got a ghost name in there. It's not your traditional ghost name with Phantom. And it's a selection by the same guy who brought us Mr. Makawa, but it's got those long fingernail-like nail borders in the early spring where it's just a thick purple.
Very pronounced. I mean, it's a lot like First Ghost, but even almost a little more Tatsumagaki turned up.
And he's got that cream color to it. Small stature. Don't overwater it. I think it's a little bit slower grower than some of the other members of Ghost Series. I think people overwater that one as well.
Turns into a gremlin. Yeah,
you don't want to turn it into a gremlin. But Phantom Flame, really just a beautiful small mid-sized tree.
That's a great choice. I went with Skeleton's Reach.
Nice.
Good one for the Halloween theme here. Skeleton's Reach got that reticulated variegation. One of my favorite bright white reticulated trees. So I mean, it's one of the widest ones, especially when it's leafing out. Kind of has a skeleton's creepy reach for you. That leaf's kind of unfurling, little hand-like there. That early spring. It's not during Halloween, but it's creepy.
Yeah, I think Dan Himes was credited for putting that name Skeleton's Reach on it. And Dan's a good friend of ours. I love...
Same point as Sweet Lucille.
Yeah, it is a beautiful tree. Now, for anyone that's new to Japanese maples and you hear us use that term ghost, that means it has a reticulated variegation. What that means for a tree like Skeleton's Reach, and it means for like Phantom Flame, is that we see the veins of the leaf are prominent and with one type of color. For Skeleton's Reach, you can almost get like some just eerie kind of like green purples in there. And then the rest of the leaf is like a cream color. And so you have that reticulated style variegation, which has been made popular by the Ghost series. And so that's what we mean by non-Ghost series maple, is that we've got it's got that reticulation, but it's not really in that Ghost. And those are some awesome creepy ones.
So we almost took some time and went and put on our Halloween costumes. We're filming this right before Halloween. It'll air close to Halloween right after. We almost went and threw on our costumes, but you're not missing out. So go to the Mr. Maple Show on YouTube. The following Wednesday, you should be able to watch the open house video, and you'll get to see kind of what we were doing at open house. We are having a costume contest for the employees, as well as people coming here. So we're going to be giving away some top tier plants. We already gave away, by the time you're hearing this, some top tier plants. But if you want to go see what those costumes look like, or if you're at open house and you want to go see some footage of your outfit, go check it out. We'll have that on our YouTube channel, the Mr. Maple Show, under the playlist Epic Open House. You can also go back and look at last year's, which was pretty epic as well.
And you can try to start guessing what my Halloween costume contest is. My Halloween costume is going to be. I will tell you, it's yellow.
Oh man, there's no telling.
It's definitely yellow. Just throwing it out there. All right, y'all. Coming up next, we just did Trick or Treat, then we did non-Ghost series. So now
we call it Trigger Treat, like with a G.
Oh goodness. Now we're on to the Ghosts.
All right, I'll let you go first since you're gonna be wrong. What's the best Ghost series?
This isn't the best Ghost series. This is what came to my mind with the Halloween theme and Ghost, so I went with First Ghost.
It's a good one.
It's the very first member of the Ghost series, not the very first member of the Ghost series to be found, but it's the first one to have the Ghost name on it. It's a selection by Talon Buchholz, and he saw it and said, "Wow, it sort of hovered above the tree that he found it as a sport on, like a ghost." And so he put the name First Ghost. And it became, the ones where he started seeing, he already had Purple Ghost in the garden, didn't have the name Purple Ghost on it. And he started realizing, hey, I've got some other ones of these. And then it's the one that made the Ghost series. Even though it was later someone who was doing a write-up in a magazine who labeled the article The Ghost Series by Talon Buchholz. So amazing tree. It started everything that we know about these ghost maples in the trade today.
Hey, it's a good idea for you to change like Talon does and switch it around. You've already lost the argument on Purple Ghost and Amber Ghost, so I'm going with Amber Ghost. Still the greatest ghost. Still the greatest ghost. It's the Muhammad Ali. I'm the greatest. It's the greatest. It beats all the other ghosts. Amber Ghost, still the best Halloween themed ghost too. Got that amber color in there. Got the best shape. Got the best fall color. So even if we're looking at just Halloween, I like they tried to switch it up on me. I thought I wouldn't notice, but I noticed you changed it. Talon changed his too. It's okay. He still agrees now at our current continuity, at our most updated guess by Talon. 2 out of 3 owners over the last 50 years of Buchholz Nursery agree the greatest ghost is Amber Ghost.
Yeah.
Great Halloween theme too. I love Amber Ghost.
Yeah.
And that's why we go through it a lot for future generations of reticulated forms. It's a great one. I love First Ghost also. I mean, I'm obviously joking here. Both incredible ones that bring that spooky ghost-like theme for Halloween for sure.
Now, when we do these topics, I don't always choose my favorite. I choose the thing that makes me think about that topic.
Not me. I go for the win. I go for the kill. I go for how do I get to the best answer. It's like Family Feud. The audience is going to agree with you or me. They're watching at home, and I encourage you to keep score. So
goodness.
if you like my answers better, let's drop an M in the chat.
See, I don't even like plug people to say T in the chat.
The losers never do. The losers never. When we're playing basketball back in the day, Tim's like, let's not even keep score. What's that about? I'm like, no, we're keeping score. We're keeping score.
He was 6 years older than me, all right, guys? So he's 6 years older than me keeping score playing basketball.
Hey, win's a win. Win's a win.
12-year-old playing a 6-year-old.
Hey, when we finally got that win when you were in high school, it meant something. That win meant something, didn't it?
It did.
It's going to mean something here, too. Keep losing. Rejected.
All right, guys. Let's get back into it. We did the ghost stories theme, and then next up we have coming up
the monster mashup.
The monster mashup.
Do the monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
Why have they not? Here's what I've always said. Like, if I were writing a song, I would make a Halloween themed party song. Like, if you were making a remix of Monster Mash and you put some late 2000s rappers or something, that would be the most played song every year. Like every year people are looking for songs. There's a great Christmas playlist. There's all these we got one Monster Mash. Like that's really it. You got, if you're going to play something from like The Nightmare Before Christmas, you got Monster Mash. That's it. That's the only song. I mean, Monster Mash is holding number one for Halloween themed songs since like the 60s. So, hey, if you want to write a cool song, come up with a Halloween theme. That's going to be a banger right there.
That is for sure. So coming up with Monster Mash, I went with 2 monster-themed trees.
So we're mashing 2 trees together. This is our combination. It's our take these 2 trees, pair them together, but it's the monster mashup.
So I went with Bony Fingers, which is an Acer Campbelli Makawa type. It's got that tightly layering habit. It's got that eerie, unique shaped leaf, but it's the Acer Campbelli. That means it's not going to be a zone 5 through 9 plant. It's likely a zone 7 through 9, maybe zone 6, but I don't really know. That's too new out there in the trade to be able to tell if it can handle a zone 6. And it's an Acer Campbelli. Campbelli is in section palmata, just like your typical Acer palmatums, but it's one of the first Campbelli cultivars. There's not many of them. There's Exuberance and Bony Fingers that I know of. And so Bony Fingers, though, has that real bony-like structure because it's got that Makawa-like growth, that tightly layering habit, but it also has those funky shaped leaves as well.
One of our nursery workers at Buckholz just put the name Death Slayer on it, truncated them.
But I would say pair that, just because I'm going with the monster mashup with
Bony Fingers, kind of creepy too.
Going with Dracula. And so Dracula is an upright, a newer selection, has like a coral pink-red kind of color in the early spring, kind of has that bloody feeling. I mean, I guess we could have went with something like Bloodgood as well.
That would have been. I would have given you points if you'd have paired Bloodgood with Dracula. I think you might have beat me if you'd have put the 2 together. Now, he said I never gave him layups, but I did give him Dracula, so that you got a free pass there. I let him got the free layup, just kind of taunting you a little bit, letting you get the score going. It can't be 0-0 all the time. All right, guys, I went with Troll's Foot. Pretty good one. Troll's Foot. Introduction by Brian Upchurch. Troll's Foot has that elongated, variegated look to it. So I'm going to get a little bit of that sessilifolium type shaped leaf to it, a regular leaf shape. One we're going to be offering here on Mr. Maple from Highland Creek Nursery. We purchased all the plants and the greenhouses from Brian Upchurch back in like 2013. So we've had this one for a while. Troll's Foot, pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Troll's Foot, it's got that eerie like look to it. It's got some of that like bronzing variegation to it that's kind of unusual. It was found as just a chance seedling among his rootstock, and he decided he was going to introduce it as a cultivar. And I remember him just being like, "Oh, it's a collector plant, though." And I'm like, "Collector plant? That's what I like. I like the plants that are different from everything else that's out there. That makes it special. That makes it something unique to me." And Troll's Foot's definitely one of those.
Love it, guys. I went and paired that with Magic Moon. Now, Magic Moon. Classic introduction here by Mr. Maple, found by our friend Jonathan Savage. We named it here. This one has a creepy swirling variegation on a full moon style leaf. Couldn't have a Halloween theme without getting a Magic Moon in there.
Oh, I just think about all those memes Alan LaFoe kept posting in our Mr. Maple Friends group about.
Got the wolf howling at the moon.
Oh, just one thing after another. If you type in Magic Moon in the Mr. Maple Friends group search page, you can pull up all those amazing memes. I mean, he kept bringing them almost each and every week, sometimes each and every day.
I really regretted sending him the tree for free because it ended the memes.
I know.
It was almost more fun to keep the memes going. It was like, the fun's going to be over if we actually send him one of these.
Now, the thing is about Magic Moon is it's an Acer Shirosana with a unique malting-like reticulation. I mean, it's hard to describe exactly what it does, but it is really different than everything else that's out there in the trade. And, it's if you've got some other varieties of Japanese maples and you see Magic Moon, you realize it's starkly different than everything else that's out there.
All right, Tim, the next category is spooky.
Oh, spooky. So I went with La Diabla. If any of y'all know Spanish, that means the devil woman.
Oh, that's pretty scary.
That's pretty scary. And in the spring,
was it shake and bake? He goes to La Diabla and he's like, I think it means devil chicken.
Nope, not devil chicken. Devil woman. It's a little scarier, and it's, well, I don't know. Demon chickens are pretty bad too. But La Diabla, at least out in the spring, was just an intense fiery red, then going to an orange with yellows in it. So that is a pretty cool spring interest Japanese
Heck of
maple.
a grower too. It could give Orange Flame a run for its money. It's a fast grower, puts on over a foot of growth a year, sometimes a foot and a half. Really been impressed with the growth rate on La Diabla. Durability's off the charts, but yeah, if you're looking for one that's going to kind of fill out quickly, shade out some of your other plants, La Diabla might be the choice for you.
All right, Matt, what do you get for spooky?
I went with the scariest tree I could think of, which is Confederate Ghost. You know, Ghost's already scary, Confederate's pretty scary, and Confederate Ghost's really scary. Ooh, oh man, I'm out of here. I love Confederate Ghost, though. You know, I joke about the name, but it's a cool plant. Mark Weatherland said it may be his favorite variegated plant he's ever seen. This was one that was introduced from some of our friends. It's a sugar maple. It's a leucoderme, so it's going to go in a lot of heat-tolerant places. I think it's a tree a little bit more for some shaded spot, but you really do get some weird colors in this. I mean, it's almost a blue-green. It's a different style variegation than I've seen on most other plants. It's distinctly reticulated, so it makes sense to be calling it a ghost from the deep south. I love this plant's color. I think it's super interesting color-wise. It is one we're going to be offering here at Mr. Maple. We've been upping our sugar maple production on this one. But yeah, that one's pretty scary. If I'm going spooky, Confederate Ghost sounds pretty scary.
And it's crazy that this was not found at a nursery. This was found as a chance seedling collection of a native strand of Acer leucoderme. So you've got this, you know, Acer saccharum subspecies leucoderme is one of the most heat-tolerant sugar maples. Besides Acer scuccia, I mean, those two kind of battle it out for which the best one for the South. And then you've got one that's reticulated on top of that. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Now, I've seen Confederate Ghost growing in a couple different locations. Typically, what we're seeing is that ones that are grown in a slightly shaded situation grow a little bit faster than ones that are grown in a more sun situation. And that's true with most reticulated plants, so it should be no surprise. But that is such a next-level sugar maple.
Good-looking tree. All right, now the next category is spider. So we picked spiders for Halloween. Tim, what's your pick for your top spider maple for Halloween?
I went with Benny Kumanosu, Red Spider's Web, a selection by Delaux that got introduced in the trade kind of under two names, as many of his trees do, with Benny Hoshi Ruby Stars. Benny Kumanosu has just a really thin, elongated leaf that's very different than many of the other red lace leaves. Yeah,
often sold as Red Spider's Web, so no need to double that one up if you had both. Very thin foliage, very unique tree, a great container plant, slow growing, and a really dark red foliage, so good choice.
What do you go for?
Now, I went spiders, so I was thinking a little outside the box. I've got a 3-year-old, he likes to dress up. I went with the Spider-Man pick. I went with Acer palmatum, Amazing Fantasy number 15. That is an introduction by our friend Dan Himes, huge comic book collector. Many of you may know, if you're a nerd like me, that Amazing Fantasy number 15 is the first appearance of Spider-Man. And Dan actually owned that comic at one point. He told me he sold it, but he actually owned that comic at one point in his life. Pretty cool comic to have. And yeah, the Spider-Man Japanese maple, the first appearance of Spider-Man, Amazing Fantasy number 15.
Now, Amazing Fantasy number 15 was a tree that was there at Dan Himes' home, where the original Ever Autumn was and the original Ruby Ridge. And Matt and I asked him, hey, do you have some cool seedlings around? And this was a cool seedling that he allowed us to take cuttings on. And while it's his seedling, we did put that name on there to honor.
Well, I think Dan was joking about it in the garden too. Yeah. So it was a collaboration. I'll give it that.
So super cool. Amazing Fantasy number 15 spider. I mean, there's so many things you could have chosen from Red Spider. I mean, people were like, oh, Green Spider. Like, I
know you're a huge Spider-Man fan, and I wanted to steal that. I wanted to beat you to the Spider-Man thing. I know Spider-Man's Tim's favorite superhero, and I just wanted to get to that first.
You beat me.
All right, guys, next category is pumpkin spice. That's for the basic chicks out there. Is that the right way to say it? Basic chick? All the basic chicks in their pumpkin spice season. I'm not a fan of the pumpkin spice. I don't get into pumpkin spice anything.
I will tell you that Carla made some pumpkin spice muffins the other day, and they were amazing.
We were out in Gaston. This lady was like, I'm making you a milkshake. I was like, I'll take peanut butter. And she's like, I make a really good pumpkin spice. And I was like, I'll only take peanut butter. Let me be clear. Pumpkin spice, not for me. They're like, hey, what flavor do you want in your coffee? I'd like it to be coffee flavored, please. I thought that was already a flavor. Just black coffee, no pumpkin spice for me. Because that's the basic chick thing to do, I went with the most basic chick tree to pick for this, and I went with Emmett's pumpkin. That's kind of the on-the-nose choice there. Emmett's pumpkin spiced as they come. You get a pumpkin-sized leaf. You get some bold orange fall color. You get some malting orange color in the spring. Pretty cool tree.
I mean, Emmett's pumpkin, that's the most obvious choice that you could choose for pumpkin spice.
I did say I was going the basic chick route.
It's got that pumpkin size leaf. It's got the pumpkin size color. And it's probably the most pumpkin Japanese maple. So that makes sense.
Now, we actually met Emmett's. So the tree's been around since the 70s. Was only regionally sold in Oregon at the time. I was at a garden show in South Carolina. This lady came up to us and she said, we put our grandson through college. His name's Emmett. We were selling these trees. We charged $1 a piece license, and it was like a gentleman's agreement. They didn't have an actual patent on it. But people actually sent them money. And they made a bunch of money that went toward their Emmett's college with Emmett's pumpkin. So pretty cool story. A lady told us in person one time. I hope that was true. I mean, this is one passing story at a farmer's market in Columbia, South Carolina. But it gave some context to the tree Emmett's pumpkin, which was pretty cool as well.
Well, since you went with Emmett's pumpkin, I went with Hogyoku.
Amazing fall color.
Amazing fall color. You start off with some yellows, and then you get some really nice oranges in there late on Hogyoku, giving you some really good pumpkin orange fall color that hits often, sometimes right around Halloween.
Amazing plant, durable, fast growing, great fall color. I can't say enough good things about Hogyoku. Again, Emmett's pumpkin too, very fast grower. So if you're looking for a Acer japonicum that gets out there, both those are on that upper scale of growth and orange. So we're moving along here. We normally do 10 categories on these. We've got 2 left, Tim. What'd you go to for your Halloween themed Japanese maple?
I want to go outside the box a little bit and talk about something that we don't talk about much. I went with Purple Mask. Purple Mask is the original tree that Harold Johnston found the cultivar Benishian as a sport off of. And Purple Mask is sometimes called Purple Glory, but Purple Mask name really fits well here with this Halloween theme with the mask and Halloween.
Play a little loose with it.
Yeah. And it's got that just amazing kind of like mauve red color to it that's different. And then it has amazing yellows to oranges in the fall as well. So Purple Mask, that's my Halloween theme.
Now, if I were blindfolded and given a guess to what you'd picked, I would have figured Tim would pick Acer Williamson's the chocolate maple. None of us put that down for Halloween. It's coming to a 10 at 10 soon, so be ready for that. The chocolate maple, Acer Williamson's, pretty cool pick. I went with the most Halloween thing I could think of, which is the true Addams Family plant. I think I put shorts up on our channel with Monster Mash playing with this one. So it's the most Halloween tree I could ever come up with. It's ghoulish, it's short, it's themed, it's Bloody Talons. Bloody Talons, got to be the ultimate Halloween themed plant there. Talon Buckholtz introduction, seedling from Amber Ghost. Gets that crazy bulge at the graft on there. Has that weird convex foliage. It starts out green, then it gets this red blushing in it, so it actually looks like talons.
It's like fall color coming in early almost.
Great bold red fall color too. Talon Buckholtz introduction. It kind of, you bonsai'd this one, you put it in a big pot, you kept it in your, in a container. Kind of gives you some Addams Family vibes there. I mean, it looks like something might reach out and grab you when you walk by. It's a little ghoulish. It's a little more creepy. I think it's my ultimate Halloween themed plant.
What I love about Bloody Talons is the leaf cups downward, almost like Peve starfish. Gives it that talon-like appearance. But that's what you pay attention to. But if you really look into it, the leaf itself is reticulated. And it's a seedling from Amber Ghost. It is mind-blowing that this tree that gets this, bloody nails to it is reticulated. Its leaf cups down like a starfish, and it's just so tight and dense and slow growing. I mean, it's everything a collector wants.
I won't make any more leaf or graft bulge jokes, so we'll move right along to the costume contest winner. The costume contest winner for fall color. This is the fall costume contest winner.
I'm gonna go with Indian Summer. It's one of the best fall color japonicums out there, and you get yellows, oranges, and reds all in it all at the same time. Guys, if we haven't dropped them already, they're coming to a 10 at 10 soon. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there.
Extra points for salesmanship there.
Yeah. So it's got that good medium-sized japonicum leaf, but instead of getting the fall colors all on one leaf, it's spread out across the tree, which is different than fall color I've seen on any other Japanese maple. And that's what makes Indian Summer stand out, is the way that where the light hits, it almost makes the fall color hit differently on each and every branch.
All right, costume contest winner. I don't know if you ever been in a costume contest. You ever participated in one? You ever go out when you're younger to a bar, to a costume contest?
Oh, we're having to go to bars here.
Anywhere. You can go to church. You can go anywhere you want. You ever been to a costume contest? You ever been in a real one? Because, one time in college, I was a lot more in shape back then, so it wasn't Fat Man, it was more Batman. But I went full-on Michael Keaton, movie-quality Batman suit. I got the rubber mask. I'm talking movie quality, right? I got the gloves. I got the boots. I'm like, I'm killing this thing, right? I go out for the costume contest, lost to a hot blonde. So you're losing today to a hot blonde. Hot blondes always win the costume contest. Hot blonde, my favorite fall colored tree. It brings it. It goes that hot pink coloration in the fall. And it's hard to beat a hot blonde in a costume contest. I'm just saying.
Hot blonde does have the best fall color. It is amazing.
Thanks for cleaning that up. I liked how you went back to the tree.
Those pink reds in the fall are the best of any maple that I've seen. Hot Blonde's one of our selections, part of our Heat Seeker series here at Mr. Maple. Matt named Hot Blonde after his wife. And
didn't meet her at a bar either. Met her at church.
Yep. And it is a yellow Acer oliveranum that adds heat tolerance to what you think of a typical Japanese maple, because it can handle more sun as a yellow, faster growing tree, growing upwards to almost 2 feet of growth in a year sometimes. And it is fast grower. It's a yellow, and it leaves out late, so it avoids those later threats of frost in the early spring. It is believed to be, which is very likely, a hybrid between Acer oliveranum and Acer scirocyanum aureum, the golden full moon maple, which also leaves out later. But Hot Blonde, way more heat tolerant, way more vigorous, and gives you that yellow color late into the summer, which is spectacular. But that fall color, it's a champion.
Hey, Hot Blondes win costume contests. Amy could probably order her an Elsa off Amazon, show up and beat me. I'd show up in like a full-on transformer that converts back into a car and drives away, and they're like, I don't know, she's prettier than you. I think I'll give it to her. You're a little harder to look at. Hot Blonde wins the fall color for me. That's my favorite fall color. Play along with these categories. Go to our Mr. Maple Friends group on Facebook. Let us know in the comments below the YouTube video. Fill in some of these for us. We'd love to see what some of your choices are. Definitely for our last one here, your trick or treat and your costume fall contest winner. Put your answers to that in the comments below the YouTube video. We'd love to see what you do for that. Have some fun with it. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Now, obviously, these collector's corners are kind of for fun. We take a theme and run with it. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure to subscribe to us on the Mr. Maple Show on YouTube and on your favorite podcast platform.
Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.